Now this jacket has a story, and along the way of that story, I have experienced the entire range of what is possible on Massachusetts public transportation. I go out for the night with some friends. First bar is a flop, so we end up going on the T to downtown crossing to a different part of town to hit a different bar, and this happened completely spontaneously. And pay attention that my outfit looks completely different in this video. The night is off to a great start. Also, the guy who recorded the video posted it on TikTok and sent me the link, so I already have consent for this. We walk another 15 minutes from the station to get to my favorite bar in Boston, the Black Rose. Really nice Irish pub where there's a live band playing like Irish jigs. They were playing What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor, things like that. And one guy has the violin, another guy has the acoustic guitar. 100% I would bring a Dungeons and Dragons campaign into that bar. At this point in the night, I have already lost my scarf. It disappeared on the train magically. One of my friends is like, Daniel, I need help learning to socialize when I'm sober. So I'm like, okay, great. So I go by the bar area where there's a couple tables and I see a guy wearing a really nice jacket. So I go up and I tell him, hey man, you got a really nice jacket, because I'm just trying to open up a conversation. The guy is a bald man with nice facial hair and a white turtleneck. If you have a gaydar, it should be going off already. So very soon into the conversation, the guy's like, yeah, you know, a lot of people have asked me, like, if they would buy the jacket. So would you buy it? And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's $75. I made it myself. I went to the fabric store. I got the pattern and I made the whole thing by hand. So in the middle of the bar, the man is literally hustling, trying to sell me the clothes off of his back. And I ask, can I try it on? And he says, no, I'm not giving you the jacket. You know what? You guys are asking too many questions. It's $80 now. This man had some good hustle, but also this jacket is just amazing and it paid itself back in social value in literally like 10 minutes after he left the bar. So I Venmo my friend, they go to the ATM across the street. I now have $80 in my hand and I go back and I tell the guy, yeah, so can I have the jacket? And the entire table, he's there with like 5 other people. The entire table's just like, they're completely shocked that the ploy actually worked. So the guy's like, I'll give it to you on the way out of the bar. Here is the moment of the exchange. For people who have been on my page for a long time, this is the person with the hypnosis hats in the Ant Wars, and this is the guy who was also in the Ant Wars video afterwards where we had live commentary. So I trade $80 in cash for this jacket, and the guy leaves the bar. I am now wearing the jacket. We try to socialize with a few more people. There's this group of genuinely 4 like really attractive women. I make eye contact with the one who's like the most, you know, outgoing, the one who seems like the queen bee of the group, and I smile at her and she smiles back, and then she approaches me and she starts talking about how good this jacket is. I'm talking to this group of girls, we're mingling, my friends are having fun too. Then another guy comes up and approaches my group, okay? And he starts talking to us. This guy is like 6'2", blonde-haired, blue-eyed, genuinely gorgeous. This man could have been a movie actor. I don't think he was straight because it seemed fairly obvious that he was hitting on me. Because this man was far too impressed with everything that we were saying. Also, this jacket, when the guy who was giving it to me walked away, he said, wear it with pride. And I said, I'll wear it at Pride. And they just gave me like another one like, I got you. That guy wasn't straight either. So very organically, the women approach me. They're not hitting on me. I promise. I will verify that in a second. And then the guy approaches me and starts hitting on me. Now, a little bit into the conversation with the women, I pull out what I like to call the sticky note gambit. Because I am on the autism spectrum, if a bar is too loud, I can't hear people talk. So I bring around sticky notes and a pencil so that I can communicate with people, regardless of whether I can talk to people or not. This was the first time I ever pulled it off, but I had this theorized and it worked perfectly. If I just write a sticky note to somebody, one person in the group saying, hey, I think that this group really cute. These are attractive people. I would like to go home with one of them. Would you wingman for me? P.S. I am an idiot and will miss all of your signals, so you need to be really blunt. So I write that on a sticky note and I hand it to the girl who approached me first, and I whisper in her ear, don't show this to the other people. One of the other people tried to read it over his shoulder. I stick my hand in front of her face and go, nah. See, what this does, it does everything that I wanted it to. So first off, the girl, when she was reading it, she was like, oh, this is so sweet. This is really cute. And then after she was done reading it, and also my handwriting isn't that great, so I had to clarify what a couple of words meant. She told me, if any of us were single, I would have gotten you in there. So this strategy, once you've already, you know, built up some goodwill with the group, completely skips the awkward step where you have to figure out who's single, and also gets you an in immediately if anyone is. There's also something real funny to me, and I mean real funny to me, about bringing in the middle school passing notes in class vibe. in like a bar with a bunch of adults and having it work. I think it's hilarious. And then a little bit after the sticky note gambit, what worked, resounding success. Very proud of myself. We end up going home because I have class in the morning and I'm recording this at 12:30. My friends get off a stop earlier than me so they can head home. And there's a girl just seat across from me who I think her fit is genuinely really nice. So I go and I compliment her on it. She laughs, she smiles. She's like, oh, thank you so much. And then almost immediately after that, when I'm sitting alone, there is a guy who, this guy, if you've ever seen somebody who's like real high, like the whites of their eyes are brown high, you know you don't mess with those people. This guy approaches me, he starts trying to put his hand on my shoulder, asking for my name, trying to get in real comfortable, real touchy with me. So I am on, during the whole distance to this last stop, which thankfully isn't very long because the orange line is fast now, I walk back and forth across the train a little bit to try to just like shake this guy, because he keeps walking back and forth after me and continuing to try to talk to me. And I keep on making eye contact with the girl that I just complimented. She's like, she sees what's going on. She's like, you know, eye contact, like, are you okay? The guy eventually backs off enough to leave me alone. And so I asked the girl, and also like the two people she's sitting with, because they all seem to know each other, I just asked them if I can walk with them a couple blocks to make sure that I get home safe, because I don't want this guy stalking me off the train. I end up walking home with two of them. I get their numbers. Apparently they're coworkers. I learn a little bit about them on the walk home. And then one of them, the girl with the outfit that I complimented in the first place, she apparently lives on my street, like 5 buildings down from me. And that is how my night ends. My hero's journey is coming to a close. This nice Jewish boy will now go to bed.